Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
One of the things that for me that that they're talking about now is they're talking about that sister in Chicago who lost her, I think it was her daughter, and she had a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying?
It was her son.
It was her son, and she had a GoFundMe, and basically they paid for the funeral, and with the surplus money, she went and bought a car, and it was a huge outrage. All these black power Negroes talking about, oh, you spent the money for a car, this woman is this woman is that. And I'm sitting here like, yo, son, first of all, okay, I have children by two different women. The woman that I'm married to, my wife, and my ex-wife, okay? I am very proud of the fact that neither one of the children's mother that I have is taking a bus anywhere or pushing a goddamn stroller walking in the street in the cold weather. I'm proud of that fact. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, for you to have children by somebody and they slumming, you know what I'm saying, and they got to live that kind of lifestyle, when you live in a decent lifestyle, that makes you less than a man. I don't care who you are. Perioso. Now, I do know that there's some women out there that abuse child support and stuff like that, and that's not even really the discussion today. But basically what I'm saying is this. If everybody gives to a poor, disenfranchised black woman who just lost their child by white supremacy, how the hell do you have the guts to turn around and then criticize their sister for buying a car when she was taking a bus? What's wrong with these Negroes?
I'm glad you brought that up because, and I apologize to Karla because Karla had asked me this question before I had to go. I was at work, so I couldn't really answer it, but I want to answer it now because my answer goes in line with what you're saying. I've never lost a child.
Right.
So I am in no position to be questioning a mother about anything she does losing her child, especially with a GoFundMe. Listen, when you take money out of your pocket, you give to that thing, it obviously accomplished what it was supposed to accomplish. It helps her bury her son, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So if she used the extra money to buy her a car, what the hell? Is that an indictment against her love for her son?
Preach.
I don't get it. And why are we even in a position to be judging that woman? Listen, I have never, like I said, I just go back to this. I've never lost a child. I just recently lost my mom, and I know how that feels. I can't imagine what it's like for a woman to lose her son. Who knows what that woman is going through? And are we actually trying to paint the picture that while her son is warm in the grave, she's rubbing her hands together, look at all this money I got, let me go out on a spending spree? Like, really?
Man, brother. Yes,
is that what we think? That's what we think about our people?
Yeah, people crazy.
Like our people are just by default psychotic. I said the same thing about what's her name, Tawana Brawley. If you don't believe that Tawana Brawley was raped, then you actually believe that Tawana Brawley is insane.
Exactly.
Because why would it?
That's the one that got
the one that was raped, and they said that she wasn't raped.
The sister that made Al Sharpton famous, basically.
You're going to go out. This is what you believe if you believe that she was not raped. What you believe is she was afraid of being out when she wasn't supposed to. So her solution to getting away with that was to spread her shit all over herself and lay on the side of the road.
Right.
That's the actions of an insane person.
Right. She just made up that.
And if you're going to pick somebody to lie on, how you going to pick the police? Like, that's like the least likely group you would pick to lie on because you know how far they're going to try to go to push it to their side and say that you're lying. You would use more than likely, which is the typical hustle that we've seen in the past couple of years. You would say black male can't describe them. They did it. You know what I mean? That's how that game goes. And as far as that GoFundMe I was just talking about, that's a whole lot of that American bullshit benevolence we done took on to where even in giving, you got selfish modes in it. And you like when somebody gives $1 to a homeless man and they like, yo, you better not buy a beer. You know what I mean? Even within that, that's true, brother.
I'm sure George Zimmerman bought a car with all that money he got, and that
exactly. Nobody said a damn thing. What about that cop Darren Wilson? What did he buy with all this money? That dude, this nigga quit his job.
I'm sure he
quit his job. He became a millionaire. He said, "Screw this cop thing."
Right.
Whatever happened to?
But you know. She went on to college.
I know she actually got on the lecture circuit for a while, yo.
There's a state. He has 2 children now. He has 2 children now, and she's keeping low. She's keeping low.
Yo, well, actually, there's a further update on her. She actually, you ready for this? She actually became a nurse, and after she worked hard, became a nurse. They actually one of the cops. She lost a summary judgment. She's being garnished to the tune of $200,000 for the rest of her life.
Wow.
What?
Well, after she lost she lost a
a
summary judgment.
We need to contact that sister. We all need to interview her.
Wow.
Yo, I want to give y'all an example of how brainwashed and under the power of white people we are here in America. And this is one that no one can refute. When O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, what was the response of black folks at that time?
He was cheering in the street, doing back.
And black people was happy as hell.
I know I was.
Okay. All right. Now,
I remember
this is my proof.
I was little.
This is my proof right here. Has any new evidence been introduced in the O.J. Simpson trial?
Not at all.
Nope.
I think someone
ask black people. What do black people feel right now about whether or not O.J. Simpson is innocent or guilty?
They say
They think he's guilty.
as hell.
I say
why? Why? What changed? What changed? Was there any new information? Any new evidence? Any murder weapons? No. The only thing that changed is that the only thing that changed is that white people came to a decision that this dude was guilty, and then black folks fell right in line with it. So that's my proof.
And you got to add another thing to that too. And the great black writer Ralph Wiley, God rest his soul, he wrote about this during the time. He said, "We weren't cheering for O.J. Simpson. Black people didn't give a damn about O.J. We were cheering because the system actually fucked them over, and they got to see how horrible and unjust this system was, and we got to laugh at them, and they were just outraged for years on it." And we love it.
We don't give a fuck about O.J. ass. Still don't give a fuck about O.J. ass.
You know what? I care about O.J. I think I'm going to go ahead and put O.J. on some T-shirts and going down to my local Klan rally tomorrow.
You might as well. I'll do it, too. I'll do it. I'll do it just to fucking piss people off.
Yeah.
O.J.
for president. Please,
Matter of fact,
O.J.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a Tawana Brawley T-shirt and put Tawana told the truth on it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Tawana told the truth T-shirt. That's a job right there. We're going to get all the things that piss white people off, and we're going to start making T-shirts about it.
Go to the next.
And if you go back and look at that, though, man, just look at that case as a case study in media and how they learn to play on people's emotions. Because remember, that dude was he was a retired football player, part-time actor. He didn't have the bread to put together that dream team of lawyers and those people he had. That was white folks paying for that. They made that circus and that charade and that whole story because they knew they could push those emotional buttons.
CNN, Court TV owes that nigga billions of dollars. Because it wasn't for him, that shit would never existed. They created that shit because of O.J.
Right.
So they owe him billions of dollars.
I remember that they literally stopped the NBA Finals for that freaking case.
That nigga created an industry. Please.
He made a lot of people rich.
They're going to lock him up for the rest of his life for stealing back his own shit. For taking back his own shit. So you tell
which is some crazy shit.
How you get locked up for taking back your own shit?